guys, welcome back to Emily J Pilates. Today we have another full body session, really hard full body burner for you. I have got two dumbbells, 3 kgs, but they are completely optional, or you could just find things that you also own in the home, like water bottles, like filled water bottles. Sorry, I just hit that mic. Or like tinned foods, or like bags of rice. Like you could find anything, but I've got dumbbells, but they're completely optional. You don't have to use them. So let's just get started. So I'm on a medium spring today, so for me that is my black spring. You're just going to bring your leg to your foot bar, and you're going to place the opposite leg into the footrest. Come down onto the knee, hands come onto the foot bar, shoulder distance apart, and you're just going to push your hips down, sending that carriage back, making sure that this knee is still in line with your ankles. Just move those dumbbells so you can see. So your ankle and knee are in good alignment, and you're just pushing back the carriage, sinking the hips down as if you're trying to push them down towards the ground. So you don't want to be overly extended in that front leg. You also don't want to be pushing forward. You want to sink the body straight down so that you really feel the stretch through your hip area. And if it feels comfortable to do so, you're just going to bring the arms up and overhead and just push up towards the ceiling and take a slight back bend. Any lower back issues, keep your hands on that bar. If you're okay in your lower back, just pushing ever so slightly back. Hold in the stretch for a couple of seconds. And then just releasing those hands. Tucking the pelvis, round her up through the spine and pull the carriage into the stopper with your knee. Reset, relax those shoulders. Exhale, send it back out again. Come back into that stretch. As you exhale, you're just going to take a twist through the body, twisting the same side as the knee that is bent in the front, and just look towards the back of the room. Shoulders relaxed, don't hunch them up to your ears. Push those hips down towards the floor. And then bringing it back in, around and through that pelvis, through the spine. Drag the carriage in with your knee. Inhale and reset, shoulders slide down. Exhale, send that leg out again. Sink your hips and then come to straighten that front leg. Now I'm very tight at the moment in my hamstrings. Not really at the moment, I'm always tight in my hamstrings. So you'll see I can't quite straighten that knee, but I have pulled my toes up just to try and increase that stretch a bit. I'm trying not to hunch through my back, trying to keep that back flat. And I have to hunch around here, shoulders down, just looking, gazing ahead. Hold for a couple of seconds. And then bend that front knee, coming back into that hip flexor stretch. And then rounding through the back, dragging the carriage in with my knee. Coming into the centre of my carriage, pushing the soles of my feet into the shoulder pads. Knees are hip distance apart. Shoulders are just above the wrists. I'm going to push the carriage back, sending my hips towards my feet, but keeping the bum high. And bring my chest down towards the springs, pushing through my shoulders. On my next exhale, I'm going to tuck my pelvis around through the back. Use the knees to drag the carriage in, coming into catch, shoulders stay back. Scoop that belly up, holding at the top as I inhale, and as I exhale, untucking that pelvis. Let the bum push back towards the heels, chest comes down towards the springs, and just holding in this cow pose, pushing through my shoulders. As I exhale, tucking that pelvis round and through the back, bring the carriage back in, creating that C shape with the spine, tucking my belly, really arching up through the upper back. And then just uncurling the spine, bringing the shoulders up. And we're just going to take those stretches on the opposite side. I'm just going to get a tissue. I do apologise. He's there. Just needs to grab a tissue. So you're just going to come onto the opposite side of the carriage now so that you can take that hip flexor stretch on the opposite side. So knee comes towards the foot bar. Opposite sole of the foot goes into the shoulder rest. That pelvis is tucked, pushing the leg back, sinking the hips straight down towards the floor, coming into that hip flexor stretch again. So you're going to feel this in the groin area. Relax those shoulders if it feels comfortable to do so. Pushing the back slightly backwards. Oh, I'm touching the wall. Stretching through the upper body with a slight back bend. Any lower back issues, just keep the hands on the bar. Slide those shoulders down. Hold for a couple of seconds. Try and keep the weight pushed through the 3 points of the feet on that front leg. Exhale, bringing it down. Hands go onto the foot bar. Tuck the pelvis. Round up through the back. Bringing that knee towards the stopper. Reset. Shoulders slide down. Exhale. Bending the front knee. Sinking your hips down. Taking that back twist. Try not to hit the wall. Trying to look towards the back of the room so the hips stay facing forwards, but the upper body is twisted. Bringing it back into centre, tucking that pelvis round and up through the back, scoop the belly up towards your spine. Reset those shoulders into your cat. Exhale, push the hips down, hip flexor stretch, and then straighten that front leg. Oh gosh, very. Oof. So try and keep the weight nice and evenly distributed. It's tempting to place it all onto your carriage knee or even onto your hamstring stretched knee. Try not to do that. Try and keep the body nice and evenly distributed. Again, I'm trying to just keep that flat back. I'm trying to not arch in the upper back or the lower back. Letting this stretch develop through the front of that leg. And then bend that front knee. Drag the carriage in, tuck in the pelvis. And bringing it to the stopper. And you're just going to stand up. Little pedal through those legs. And we're going to come into our leg series. So we're going to take some lunges today with a little bit of arm work. And we're also going to do some courtesy lunges. So stepping over the reformer because I can, because it's small. Always recommend not to do that when you're in a studio. They're always a lot bigger. 3 kg dumbbells. You're going to place your foot by your foot bar. I'm going to call it a foot bar. And your back leg comes into, oh God, I don't know what's going on today. Let me reset, let me get my balance. So push the sole of your foot into your shoulder rest. Your other leg is around the foot bar. Mine's just slightly behind because I'm a bit smaller. Pelvis is tucked, and then you're just going to hinge the upper body forwards from the hips. So you're hinging from those hips. So the chest is still proud, shoulders are still down. You're going to bend that front leg as you exhale and push the carriage back. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, bring it in. So you just come into that straight leg lunge with the back leg, and you're bending through that front leg. Remember to distribute that weight between the 3 points of the standing leg, big toe, little toe, and the middle of the heel. Don't let that knee knock in. Imagine you've got a wall right across your thigh here. You're just trying to push the leg against that wall. So I'm still on that medium spring. On this next one, as you come down, you're going to row it up, take them down, and bring it in. Good. So you're just taking a pause at the bottom, rowing it back, bringing it down, and bringing it in. This front leg has started to burn. Good. For 3, 4, 2. On this last one, we're going to hold it down. Whoop. You're going to bring it up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Oh, I don't know why, but I fatigued really quickly there. Oh, just pedal out that leg. Feel that burn if you've got it. Fatigued really quickly on those today. Woo. Okay, this time you're going to bring the leg that's closest to the carriage. You're going to point the toes towards the foot bar, and the leg's going to be on a diagonal pointing to the corner of my room. It might not quite be the corner of your room. That's where I am in my room. And then you're going to take this opposite leg and place it into the foot bar. And I'm just going to hold onto here because this leg's quite fatigued from that last exercise. I just don't want to fall. And again, I'm just going to tip my body forwards, hinging from the hips. I'm going to exhale, bend the front leg, send the back leg out, and inhale, bring it up, squeeze at the top. Exhale, take it down. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, down, push that carriage away. Inhale, up. Now this exercise really burns that front leg. So you should really be feeling this in the glute and the back of your front standing leg. Bring it up. You've got 5, 4, 3. Try and get a little bit lower in that front leg. 2. On this last one, you're going to hold it down. And you're just going to bring that knee, back knee in, back knee out. So you're scooting the carriage in and out, using that back leg, but you're loaded in that front leg. You've got this. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bring it in. Stand it up tall. Oh, sometimes I just never know if I'm going to get back up on those courtesy lunges. Woo! They are such killers. Killers, killers, killers. Just so effective as an exercise. And that resistance with the machine. As the hips warm up, you'll find you can push it a little bit further backwards. Sinking low into that front leg. It's a hard one. Okay, just take those dumbbells onto the floor. We're just going to come into the centre of the carriage, still on that medium spring. Both of your hands come onto your foot bar, shoulder distance apart, and then come just in front of your shoulder rest. On the toes, the heels are lifted. You're going to push the carriage out with your knees, and then bend the knees to bring it in. Out, in, out, and in. So you've just got a little bit of ab work here. Scoop that belly, shoulders directly over the wrists. Good. So you should be feeling this in the 6-pack, loads of strength through those shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades apart, push the back of the skull up to the ceiling. Don't let the head fall between your shoulders. You've got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Bring it in. Drop those knees. Oh, scooting away on this carriage. Bring the bum down towards your heels. Hands onto the platform. And just push the carriage out, going into a child's pose. Bring those elbows. Draw the carriage in. Watch your head on your foot bar. Shouldn't be too close to it. Coming up to seated, we're going to take those exercises that we did on our legs on our opposite side. So, dumbbells in hand if you want to. Remember, they are just totally optional. As you can see, there's not a lot of dumbbell weight today. Just really helps to challenge balance and core engagement. Foot comes just by the foot bar, wherever you find most comfortable for your lunge. Medium spring is on. Foot into the shoulder rest at the back. Tuck in the pelvis, but then hinging the body forwards of the hips. Exhale, bend that front knee, bring in the carriage back. Inhale, raise. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Really squeezing through that front leg. Use the back bum as well to really help you drag that carriage back in. Scoop the belly in, brace those abdominals, core is engaged. Slide the shoulders down your back. It's going to take a little wider stance. And getting that balance. And again, imagine you've got that wall across your thigh and you're pushing your leg against that wall. So the knee doesn't knock in, taking off any glute engagement. On this next one, as you bring it down, you're going to row those arms up, row them down, bring it in. Good. Take it down, hold and row, bring it down, bring it in. Take it back, row up, down, bring your carriage in. Good. You've got 5, 4, 3. You've got this. We can do it. For 2. And on this last one, you're going to hold down, bring those arms up. For 9, 8, squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, pedal legs, pedal legs. Oh, wow. Whew. I am burning today. Whew, whew, whew. Oh, hope you're feeling good, guys. Just looks like one of those exercises. And you just think, that's fine. I lunge all the time at the gym. But then when you've got that moving carriage, which means you've got to keep that core so strong, so engaged, otherwise the balance is off, the pushback is off. Oh, just a killer. Such a small machine, causes so much pain. Okay, bringing that opposite leg to the foot bar, toes are pointing at the foot bar, nice diagonal through that foot. So foot is normally straight like this, you want it to be diagonal. So the toes are by the foot bar, the heels pointing towards the corner of the room, taking that back leg, taking it in. I'm just going to hold on again, some fatigue through that back leg now. Perfect. Pelvis is tucked, but then I'm just hinging my upper body forwards from my hips. Arms just stay down, shoulders relax, bend that front knee, sending the carriage back. Inhale to bring it in. Exhale, bend. Inhale, bring it in. Big balance challenge here. Squeeze the bum on that standing leg. Good, you've got 5. You can do this, guys. Try and bend a little bit more on that front knee. 4, 3, you've got this. 2, on this last one, squeeze it up, send it down. Pulse that back knee in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sink lower. 2, 1, bring it in. Don't know what it is. Pedal those legs, pedal those legs. Oh, I don't know what it is about that courtesy lunge, but the way it deadens through my leg here, I honestly just think I'm never going to stand up tall again. I'm going to have to stay in this courtesy position forever. Me and my clients talk about this all the time. Something about once you're here and you've got to get back, you're like, oh, now I think I'll just stay here. Just an absolute killer. Right, drop those dumbbells. Ramp your knees and nose. Quick mic check.
Hi guys, it's editor Emily here. I do apologise, we had a little technical difficulty, so we have missed a little bit of back and shoulder work here, but we're going to jump back in and we're going to do a bit of abs and arm work instead. So still really great all body session for you. You're on a light spring here, so this is a yellow for me, and you're on your knees. As you can see, I got this wrong originally, but we're up on our knees and we're going to jump straight back in with old me. Enjoy.
Spring on mine is yellow. You're going to bring this strap and you're going to interlock the fingers and hold it in a circle. So as if you're hugging someone. So you're bringing those arms together and you're going to hug here. You're going to pull the strap over, taking the arms over to the side, and then inhale, bring it back in. Loads of stability through that core. Sit up nice and tall, but also keep that core engaged so that your body isn't swaying all over. So it's quite a small movement to begin with, as you just use the arms to pull across. What about if you started to take a body twist? So the upper body twists to the side, but the hips stay forward. Good. So now you're starting to incorporate a bit of your side abdominals. Good. Really twist through that body. Core is engaged so that you're not rocking about on the machine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Good. Now I do apologise, we haven't done many there because I'm starting to feel my rotator cuff go, and I've just got to be really careful on it. So if you wanted to, pause the video here, repeat those exercises. Do another 10. If you really want to, do another 10. But on today's video, we are just going to do 10 of those on each side. And I do apologise, it is because I'm struggling here in the rotator cuff. But we've been doing this all week in class, so I wanted to make sure we brought it to YouTube today. So, otherwise, you're going to turn back to face the front of your machine, place on your black spring, take off your yellow, take those straps back into your hands, palms come to your chest height, elbows are just at the side and they're just below the shoulders. You're going to exhale, pull the arms forward, inhale, bring them back, exhale, push forward, and inhale back. Now, easier is to bring the elbows all the way back, palms come to your armpits. Harder is that the elbows just come to your shoulders and then you push back out. So easier is to come a bit further back, so you've got way more momentum, bit more use of your back muscles to help. Just coming to the elbows, isolate those chest muscles that little bit more. So you've really got to pull and push through your pectorals to bring the carriage backwards. Good. So choose your level. You might go just in between. You may just bring the elbows to your shoulders, or you may bring the arms all the way back so the palms come to your armpits. You just pick your level. Stay with what makes you feel comfortable today. Sitting up nice and tall. Scoop the belly in, brace those abdominals, pull those shoulder blades apart. Keep the ribs knitted together. Inhale to the back and sides of the ribs. Exhale out the mouth and push the arms forwards. And you want to keep those arms at chest height. It's tempting to take them up straight as that's a little bit easier. Try and keep them at chest height, really work those chest muscles. And what about if you take it forwards, come back halfway, take it forwards and come back. Full, half, full and back. Full, half, full and back. For 2 more. One last one. Full, half, full and back. Oh, I do love that exercise. I think you just really do feel that little burn here, particularly at the front of the chest, but it still does work shoulders and back as well. We're going to take that bear hug on the opposite side. So putting on that yellow spring or your lightest spring, taking off your black, your medium spring. I'm going to turn around to face this wall. I'm on my knees again. If this gets uncomfortable, remember to just sit in a cross-legged position. Remember what I say about sitting tall. Don't push back in the pelvis. Sit up nice and tall. Scoop that belly in. Cores nice and engaged. We don't want hunched shoulders. We want them to slide down the back and also come apart. We want to have our shoulder blades pushed together. Shoulder blades stay apart. Keeps the ribs at the front knitted together. Taking your strap, bringing it round into that little bear hug. Imagine you're hugging someone. Keep the arms at your shoulder height. Try not to let them drop. Keep them up high. And you just bringing the arms around and bringing them back to center. Taking the arms to the side. Core stays strong. Body stays facing forwards. Pull to the side and bring it back. Pull it to the side and bring it back. Try not to sway backwards like I just did in that one. Core nice and engaged. Now if you feel ready to, start to take that twist through the upper body. So you really start to use those side abdominal muscles. Exhale, send it round. Inhale, bring it in. You've got 8. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Don't let the pelvis drop here. Good. 6, 5, 4, really twist through that upper body, keep the hips facing forwards. 3, see if you can get a little extra twist, really work those side abdominals. 2, and one last one, relax those shoulders, and bring it back. Drop that strap too. Ooh, they feel good. Just face the front again, come into a cross-leg position. We'll just do a few little stretches through the chest. Bring the arms up and forwards, palms facing up, then turn them in to face each other. Take the straps out, go a little bit beyond the shoulders, stretch out through the chest here, through the arms, through the shoulders, slide the shoulders down, your back. Sit up tall, just enjoy the stretch. Cross the chest. Raise those arms a little bit. Really feel that stretch. Pull across the front of your body. And then bring those arms in. Take them up overhead and then let them fall out to the side. Oops, I just hit speaker. And just let those arms come slightly back at the shoulders. If it's comfortable to do so, if it's not, keep them forwards of the shoulders. Just depends on your mobility. And then just bringing them in, dropping those straps behind. We'll just do a little bit of ab work to finish off. I'm going to put my shoulder rests back on. Just makes me feel a bit more comfortable when I put my head in between into my headrest. Lean it back, taking the straps into both hands, and then we need to fix our springs. So we want to be on our red spring, so the heavy spring. So heavy spring on, light spring off. So your heavy spring, if you're on a professional one, that might be, if it's a line, it'll be your green. If it's Merrithew, I think it would be 2 reds, or it could be 3 reds. I've not worked on a stop machine, the Merrithew, in a long time. I think it would be 3. I think it's 3 reds, but it could be 2 for you. It depends what your heavy is. But if you're on a line, green. Okay, feet into the straps, bring it into one strap, make it go tight. Take it into the other foot into the other strap, and then pull that one tight as well. Okay, so you're in a tabletop position. Right, one feels slightly looser. Yeah, fine. So into tabletop, so knees are directly above the hips, neutral spine, 2 fingers between your lower back and the machine. Arms are flat by the sides, shoulders sliding down. You're going to exhale and push both legs forwards, and then inhale, bring them back. Exhale, take them forwards, lengthen, pull through that hip joint. Inhale, bring them in. Only take those legs as low as you can maintain that neutral spine. So you lift the pelvic floor, hips are level. If you find that your legs are coming too low and that's going to make you overarch in that lower back, take those legs a little bit higher. Try and keep the knees apart, so hip distance in the legs and knees. If this becomes a little bit too much on your abdominal work, then you can squeeze those legs together. But you're going to try and keep them apart. So you're on a heavy spring here, so you have got quite a bit of support, but you still need to scoop that belly and work into that 6-pack. So good stability through the body, keeping the hips level will work the abdominals here. But as I say, you are on a heavier spring, so you have got quite a bit of support. Bringing the legs in, you're going to keep that left leg still, and you're just going to push forwards in that right leg. So now you've got to work hard with core stability to stop the body from hitching to one side or the other, or to stop the body weight from coming all over onto the supporting side. You want to keep it nice and even. So this side abdominal is working hard, but so is this one, to keep your body nice and stable. And imagine I'm really pulling that leg. I'm trying to pull it out of your hip socket. Really push the energy through the sole of that foot. It's good. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring it back into tabletop. Just swap it with that left leg. So now the left leg is doing the pushing. Again, it's tempting to just completely dump the lower back here. So keep the core nice and engaged to maintain that neutral spine. Or slightly imprinted is okay, as long as you don't overarch. And you want to keep that leg straight as you push out. Try not to let it push to the side, in or out. Keep this knee at tabletop. Keeps this lower ab on the opposite side nice and engaged. Good. For 3, really push the energy through that foot. For 2, 1 more. Bring it in, push both legs out. So now you really are using some core engagement here. You've isolated the 2 sides of your body, and now you're pushing with both legs. The springs feel much lighter. So it's almost tempting to allow the body to rock about here. Brace those abdominals so that you're really using the core here to stabilize through your body. Good. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On this last one, you're going to hold those legs out. Push the energy through the soles of the feet. Lift your head, neck, and chest. And just bring the arms to hip height. And hold it here. Brace those 6-pack abdominals. Really squeeze and pull that belly in. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Drop your head. Just hold knees to chest. Rock from side to side. Oh, love some feet in straps. Then bringing the knees back to that tabletop position. You're going to straighten those legs. Pull the toes towards your face. And just come into a hamstring stretch on the back of the legs. Make sure that bum is down, neutral spine or slightly imprinted. Whatever you do, don't bring the bum up in order to try and get those knees closer to your face. Keep your bum down on your carriage. The legs come in, the bum stays down. If you're tight in the hamstrings, that's not a problem. Look at mine. I'm very tight in mine. My legs barely even look straight in the air. I am particularly tight this week. I've done quite a lot of calf work in class. So I'm really, really, really tight in this area this week. Just pull those toes towards the face. Just enjoy this hamstring stretch. On your exhale, you're going to send those legs out wide, feeling that stretch down the back of the legs. Got a nice heavy spring on, so there's loads of tension to pull against here. So you can really feel that stretch down the inner thighs. Inhale, bring those legs in. Exhale, take them out. Inhale, bringing them in. Just come into that hamstring stretch. See if you can bring those legs a little bit closer as you started to loosen off through the back of the legs. See if you can just bring them a little bit closer to your body. Just holding here. Oh, like all of a sudden, don't know what to do with my hands. And then bend those knees in towards the chest. Just bring it back to tabletop. Take opposite knee over the ankle. Let the tension come into that strap so that you can really feel this leg wants to pull back and really, really pushes against this foot. So the knee and the stretch here is just at its maximum and it's lovely. 4, the glute stretch. And then just push the foot away. Swap ankle over knee. Oh, bend it in. Let this knee come in with the tension of the strap so you can really feel this stretch through your glutes. Keep the bum down. Still want to keep that bum down. Let the tension of the rope really increase that stretch through that bum. Then straighten that leg. Coming back into tabletop, take one foot out and then the other. Slowly bring the carriage in. Feet come onto your foot bar. Little windscreen wipers, side to side. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking from side to side. Just checking the microphone because it didn't have the best of batteries today. Forwards and back. Coming up to a seated position. Inhale. Bring the arms up. Exhale, take them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, bring them down. One last time. Inhale, bring them up. Palms meet in the middle, bringing it down to the centre. You want to clap down that microphone and give yourselves a very well-deserved clap. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Please do leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it, if you followed along, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.